Oh, my bad. I was just dancing to the intro music. I thought I was on hold there for a second. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know where you're going to? Do you know the things that life is showing you? What is up? Merry festiveness to you. Excuse me. It's a little indigestion from missing the Chiefs game. Keep me posted. Nothing to see here as of yet. What is going on? It was actually kind of nice around here today. We're gonna build a glider. Merry Christmas. And it's not the big stinking 3 meter one. This is the 2.3 meter one. Can you guess which one it is? Can you guess? I hate the glare on my glasses super much. Doesn't fix it. That kind of fixes it. It doesn't, it just sucks no matter how you slice it, I think is really what it is. Yeah, the white one. That's it. So, Mountain RC, Francis Conti, Jeff and Laura, Alabama, Mike Bird, JCB 67, Dan Zimmerman, Jeff. Did I say that already? I saw some more in here. Previously, Eddie K, Honey Chuck. That's what's up. Kenny proves it isn't AI. What do you mean? What, the glare in the glasses? AI would be probably a better show. I honestly want to try some of that stuff. I mean, not like making a person. I mean, it's totally creepy. I just want to put it to work, though. Like, I've said it before. Like, take this footage and make a 9-minute video. You know, that'd be awesome. I mean, there's certain things it can do. I think there's thumbnails and all that stuff. Yeah, we thawed out. There's no more snow around anymore. There is no more snow. So it's funny, right? Influencing. It's really funny when you get emails and they call you John and your name is not John. And then they want you to promote sales and remind you that you still have a glider. So that's what we're doing tonight. Can't be bothered. AI is creepy, but I'd love to put it to work to make my thumbnails better. Don't worry, we'll get plenty of snow. Get this lake effect baloney up here. So I'm good. You can keep it. I put the truck in 4-wheel drive and then the snow melted. I'm done now. We're good. You can keep it. John Graham, what's happening? Anybody buy anything for Christmas? Or are you hanging on your money, waiting on the sky to fall? I nickel dime myself to death little by little, is how I do it. I did get myself a water heater yesterday. That was cool. Jason Hansen, what up? Get a manicure. I'm good. Sky to fall. Yeah. Mentioned you in the cool RC builds today in the latest Fab Rats video. You did? You did in the comments, or they did? You did. Yeah, that little Trojan fly's good. You did. Right on. I'd love to win that Willie's wagon. I bought my stickers before the contest started. Boss, what up? I'm going to get my kids some of that beef jerky they sell, just so I can get at least one ticket in for the to try to win that truck. I never try to win anything, but dude, I want to win that truck. Yeah, literally. So Friday, no hot water. Oh, shoot. Saturday morning, installed water heater. I think they want $850 to install one at Lowe's. Nope. I had it done before lunch. Let's see what this glider's about. I'm guessing it's about gliding. Glide. Yeah, mine was in bad shape, so I just replaced it. It was bad. I mean, it looked bad when we got the house. If it wasn't sitting in its own juices for years, I would have probably tried to fix it instead of replace it. But man, it looked so bad. So I replaced it. It's a glider, Shay. There's a bunch of sales going on this time of year, of course. and we went over them on Thursday a little bit, and we might take a peek again today. I think there's a new promotion for civil aircraft through my link in the description, and they sent me an email and they hit me up in Messenger, wanted me to tell you guys, but they didn't even know they got my name wrong. Which I will never forget till the end of time, that they got my name wrong. And I can't be mad at them if they don't send stuff. If I don't, how long have I had this glider and I'm just now doing it? But I think it's a pretty nice one. I have flown the big one, I think. There's the horizontal. This is going to take no time at all. I was almost a John, yeah. Yeah, I forgot the glider like they forgot my name. Here's the hardware. It looks like you have to put on the control rods yourself. A wheel. Yeah, these gliders have actually 2 wheels. Folding props. Interesting. Seems like it folds too much that way, doesn't it? These do fly nice. And actually, this one, because its construction is so much more simple, it is a lot lighter than I think the big one is, because .30 amp speed control. This has to be 3S, is my guess. We'll look at the book here. Pilot actually looks all right too. His hat's tall, but that's all right. Scotty Story, what up? Let's check out the book. Oh, it's got flaps. Check it out. It's got flaps. Yeah, we're going to do the control rod stuff, but we'll look at the book and see what it says. First, got some control rods to do, or control horns to do, and rods. Some of you guys really dig these. I think they're cool to just chill with. Get it up and milk it. Boss said he had one up for over an hour once. You got to see your doctor. You know what I mean? You got to see your doctor. I like it when they have flaps. And I like it that this one, I mean, the 3000 big is always cool. But for a glider, I think the big monster one, it's cool, but it's heavy. The fuselage comes together in a funny way. And there is the plastic join and like a spring kind of catch mechanism. So I think this is super appropriate for a glider, and having flaps is cool. Big ailerons, long. 3S 1300. I'll be running a 2200 in it. I have 1300s though. I bought them for the crawlers, actually. So it comes with the Y connectors and the hardware. First thing they show is the control horns going on, the ailerons and flaps. There's not going to be anything to this. We just have to make sure that we put things on the correct side when it comes to the rudder and elevator. You got plenty of reinforcement in the elevator, you can see. Yeah, light and floaty should be nice. The clevises go on the outside hole, the farthest hole, according to the book. And it's got rates here called out in millimeters. Mad scientist Dell. Oops, lost track of time cleaning a print. Well, my Saturday was the first half was spent doing water heater, and we had my daughter was in the Nutcracker, so we did that as well. And then today was a basketball game, and I finally got in the garage and spent some grind time. That's mocked up and sitting where it needs to be for the ride height right now. Which is fun. Yeah, this thing may get a GoPro inside of it. Y connectors. Control rods. Couple extra eyes. These should all be the same. Why are they in separate bags? Wing bolts. Okay. One of these is a ball link. And the rest of them they're all ball link. That one doesn't have a ball on it. Ball. Ball. That's ailerons and flaps. This is probably one of these is a ball and one is not. Am I missing a ball? Is that what's up? I'm missing a stupid ball, dude. Because the rods are all. No, that makes sense. The elevator will be the one that's not the ball. is my guess. I guess I am gonna look at the I guess I am gonna look at the book. Let's look at the rudder one. Yep, it's a ball. I've been neutered. No, it makes sense because the linkage for the elevator is kind of in the fuse and there's a Z bend on it. Makes sense. That's the one that does not have the ball. That would be my guess. Let's find a screwdriver that's stripped out already. Okay, perfect. Couple wing bolts. Sometimes these are tricky, to be honest. Yeah, I will know about Metal Gear servos in a minute, is my guess. The thing is, too, you have to. There's short screws and long screws. So generally, the long screws are in the. Those are short. Gosh, you got to make sure you don't do the wrong ones, or you'll end up running. You'll need the long ones. T- 12. Okay. 7, 7. All right. So the long ones go in the rudder. I can live with that. And they do have the dimensions of the screws and the surfaces they're going in. It probably is on special, you guys. There's so much special. Lots of sales everywhere. at least where I've been looking. Horizon and FMS. All right, that one's on. That one's on. And we'll go ahead and do this one. The elevator. I think everything else was the short ones. The Rams beat the Bills. Question. On sale, $199. And if you use my link in the Discro, it gets there even faster. $7. Why wouldn't you make them all the same? Making me measure. What's wrong with you? That's it. How did I lose a screw already? That's all right. They send extras, which is nice. $199. Thanks, Jeff. I remember when I first started messing with planes, and I was like, oh my gosh, these screws are so little. How? You know? Little. I've had a few gliders. They fly nice. They're not super exciting to make videos with. For me, personally, but they always fly nice. And while you have these things off the planes, it's just a foam hinge tape you can use to stiffen it up, make it last a little longer, or you can brush in foam tack, splay it out, do one side, and leave it alone, and make sure it's thin. You could run a bead and then a brush is a good way to do it, and let it do its thing and dry before you do the other side. So this has, we're going to go ahead and do this tail, I think. Why not? And it's a good idea to, I think, pull that linkage out so you got access. That should be turned. I'm going to mess with this servo, I think. I kind of hate to, but I think it should be turned. The Z bend is like straight up, and that's not going to be, needs to be sideways. So let's do it. 1.5, or is it a 2? 1.5. We'll wrestle with getting that back in there later. So I just undid the linkage for the elevator because I think it's going to help. I think it's going to help. And let's see. There is a little tiny offset. So that's how you do it. Yeah, that's it. Keep the rod on the right is the way it wants to be. Otherwise, it'll be bound up a little. Did I do this upside down? You son of a gun. I think I might have. Certainly not. Nah, this is right. No. Nope, I did it upside down. The control horn. Big dummy. I did it upside down. That's what I get. First time building a plane, you know. What's up, Keith? That's what we're doing tonight. Hanging out building a plane. Somebody give me an update on the Chiefs. Grilled Cheese FPV, what up? Welcome to the channel. Trained professional, as you know. Well, that's embarrassing. And that's correct. Okay. So the black part goes up. Brass threaded inserts for the monster bolts that go through to secure the horizontal to the fuselage. We'll get this built and we'll go surfing the web real quick. You guys that are shopping may be interested. There is a big civil aviation sale that kicked off today at FMS, and we're going to go see what that's about. All right. Yeah, so this plastic bit there on the tail receives the curve of this horizontal, and the straight part where the plastic is nestles up into this top part of the plastic cradle. Let's get this on. Let's get it started in here. And the beat goes running, running, and running, running. Oops. I want it on the other side. I don't want any tension. Too much pressure, and I'm nervous. Don't be an ass. Thank you. Madhouse. What up? That's what you want right there. What's up, Spencer? Beach Flyer. Anybody give me an update on the Chiefs or not? Did I miss it? Dude, I guarantee you. Yep, I just pulled it out. Oh, what I had just done. 6-0 Chiefs. All right. Thank you. And then these big long dudes, 2mm driven. These are all the same size. Oh, thanks, Beach. You got one of these? $13-0 Chiefs, 12-0 Chiefs. Point after touchdown attempt must be good. I can't believe, didn't the Packers beat the Lions just Thursday or something? Let's get them both in before we cinch it. Fred, I finally went and got myself one of those headlights for your headpiece. I'm not in far enough. Again, dude. I just pulled that out again. Yeah, I like it. I need to get the battery charged so it lasts more than 5 minutes. But yes, it's great. It is good. I think I got it. I think I can. I think I can. It's hard to get on top of this to see what I need to see. Just wiggle it till something happens. I mean, it should be lined up because that is where they go. It's hard to hit that brass threaded, dudes. You can't see it. Not much of a show. You're right. You are right. It's a hangout that we've done for 6 years. It is not much of a show. You nailed it. I would have trouble with the tail. That's so crazy to me. It really looks like it should go on the from this other way, but it doesn't. Lackluster at best. Yeah, I never promised anybody anything. Nope. But what I'm wanting to do is pull the bolts out and set one in as a pin. But they're just in the foam. Brian Phillips, what up, dude? He here? There he is. What up, man? We're just making dreams come true, one clumsy build at a time on the internet. No, you know what? It's not hard at all unless you're doing it on camera. Not hard at all unless you're doing it in front of folks. New guy loves your channel. Yeah, this should not be that big of a deal, but it is being a pain in the butt. Why must you be so mean? There we go. All right, I got one just pin set in there, which ought to help me in a way keep it lined up. The bane of your existence, man. I get it. Especially with like some easy stuff. Like this should be easy. But it hasn't been. But that's okay. That's all right. That's okay. I'm about to glue this thing on anyway. Why? Why is it so hard, dude? All right, that one's lined up. Let's see if I can't make this happen. Don't glue it. Right, you'll never get in there to fix it. Yeah, I did just run I had a driver through it to line up the hole. I got it that time. I got it. They're not always a pain in the butt, but when they are, they're a royal pain in the butt. I got it. And that's what I did. I ran a driver through it to get the hole lined up. There it is. Wiseacres. That's it. And I will not tighten up the elevator servo linkage. Yeah, I got it. Yep. That is what she said. Don't you think those fold crazy? Like, if it was a Dynam, I wouldn't be building it, brother. That's what's up with that. Okay, there's the fuselage. Now we're going to do the control horns, just like the old days. On this lackluster hangout that, we're doing. The wing spar, it's for real. I mean, it's pretty good, actually. It's pretty good. And these are all same size screws now. Steve said he loves the Dynam P47 with the FMS powertrain. It's not your fault, man. Don't blame yourself. There is help. You know what I mean? There 3 hours left for the Sabre sale. All right, so one thing that makes sense to pay attention to is perhaps the direction of the balls. One of you children will make a "that's what she said" joke out of that. That's fine. I appreciate you. I'm glad I paid attention. Let me guess. One servo's reversed or something. My problem with that P47 is the Okay, so this ball is going to go on the outside on this one. Yep. Outside on this one. Makes sense to me. And why would it be inside on that one? It's easy enough to change. Outside, outside, inside, outside. Tricky. They don't tell you any of this, I don't think, in the book. You're on your own. But pay attention to the control horns and the geometry of the linkage. You know what I mean? Is my recommendation, but don't take my word for it. Read the book for yourself. Okay? Please. Yeah, one of the control horns here, the ball was on the other side, and it's for the right wings in the right wings flap servo for the sake of geometry, I suppose. And it's because that servo is apparently one of them is reversed or something. I don't know, man. But that's the way it's molded, where it looks like that's the way to go with the pockets. Always over tighten these. Just kidding. Man, those are stiff. Squeeze the foam. Actually, yeah, get them snug, but don't over tighten them because you may need to over tighten them at a later date after you repair it because you're a noob. I remember the old style of the FMS deals where they didn't really have any recesses in the foam yet for the plates. And you would have long screws and short screws, and it was a something to hook them up sometimes. This has been pretty good. Okay, that wing's done. Now we're gonna do this one. This will be fun to fly, man. I am pretty actually, like I said, I'm pretty pumped it's got flaps. That's cool. I am. That is what she said. So, Brian, when FMS sends you emails, do they get your name right? You know who they called me in the email? They called me John. Um, I'm like, you all know better than that. If my name was John, you'd be sending me stuff, right? They asked me about how this one was going. I said, I'll build it Sunday. Thanks for asking. RMS. Yeah, right, Fred. Last name Holmes. No. It's like watching paint dry. No one says you have to stay, man. If you're not having a good time, by all means, there's a lot of more exciting RC content out there on the internet. But you won't find a better group of people in the chat. That's for sure. But I've been doing it too long to take any mess on here. So what's the deal with the way the wing fits, bro? There's no screw down, Brian. What's up with that? Is that no way? No way. It's just friction. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. You like watching paint dry? Yeah, man. I mean, guys, big time YouTubers like Brian Phillips are hanging out over here. So don't get it twisted, I guess, would be my advice. Seems funny. There's nothing on the I mean, there's a spar. You know, I know what holds it together. The extensions. That's it. Bro. What, into the spar, bro? No way. No way. On the spar? I can believe it. What? What even is that picture? There's only one. screw. One side and it'll all make sense. Okay. That's goofy, brother. That's goof. Wait a minute. There's already screws in the wing, brother. That's cool. So yeah, you do tighten it down on the spar. The screws are already there. I'm like, what in the actual world is going on here? And you know what? If you're smart, which I'm not, obviously, I told you you'd get it. So flap an elevator. I'm going to go ahead on with my bad self and hook these up. I probably don't need to yet, but I'm gonna. Make sure you get the polarity incorrect. Okay. Flap, flap, that is. And this is the one where they rely on you to do your own process of elimination. And the flap one is labeled, but the aileron one is not. But let it be not a mystery to you. If you would please. And like such as. Let's get prepared. Spar out and more video clicks. I'm obviously not worried about views. Right, Brian? You're welcome. You're welcome, man. Let's see if I can hit the ceiling fan with this. Shall we? Or shall we not? Go. Wires through, out of the pinch zone. There it is. 13-0, thanks. Yeah, I know. I will have to move the camera back. This is the FMS plane, Jay Woody. They make a couple different size Foxes. This one I think is down in price right now. I believe it's $199 according to Jeff in Lower Alabama. And my link is faster. So if you click Brian Phillips's link in his description, it takes longer to get to your house than if you click mine. Mine's super fast. Right, Brian? Oh, I'm going to go ahead and feed out. These are very ample Y connectors. So I'm going to do myself a favor and feed out the flap lead. I like that these extensions have the it is ball links. And it's got flaps, man. And I'm sure our buddy Brian's probably already done a video on one of these. So check it out if you got 3 hours to kill. Right? B? All right. Who loves you, baby? So here we go. Did I get the flaps? I believe I did. I mean, we'll know, right? In a little while. Yeah, I got it right. Weird. .3. So divide 2,300 millimeters by 25.4, and you'll get your inches. Okay. Hop to get it in there. Let's see. I bet this stupid screw needs undone already. Like it's too much in there. What's up, Victor? Let's see if loosening up this phantom screw business. No, I don't buy crypto, bro. And here's the deal. Why would you already be selling it? I don't know, man. It seems too soon. I think she made a ton of money, didn't she? I hope so, I guess. Boss, that F86 is killer, bro. We did video on it. It is really good. I like it a lot. A lot. Continue to make sure your wires are not in there. Really? Okay. I think we're in the money now. It's nice and uniform. This big old thing. I'm gonna deal with those screws now, which I think is really interesting. Then we'll do the troll rods. Pilot Ryan Media Crypto. Yeah. As soon as I get 100,000 subs, I'm gonna launch my, what are those things called? It's like an acronym. What are those things called, dude? NFT. Yeah. I'll do my NFT launch at a 100K. Market to be Brian Phillips. BRPC crypto. Interesting. Those little screws, man. Awkward. A little bit weird, man. But it's cool. It's just hard to see what's happening in there, you know? Good enough. So this feels great. It does not weigh a lot. Some of you guys were telling me what batteries are good for it. Do you want to reiterate and tell me what battery is good for this? Because I'd be curious. 1300, 2200, I would guess would be sufficient. Bro, how's this even screw on? The spinner and everything. Oh, no slopes. The spinner must just pop on, is my guess. Wow. It's almost as if that would have came off flying it. That's safe. Taking it off. All right, we're gonna put this on a 4-channel nothing receiver. No AS3X or any of that on this one. The AR410 is like $35. And if you don't have flaps or retracts, I think it's a great choice. I have flaps, so this is a wrong answer. Fine. See if I care then. Yeah, I'm gonna not use a 4-channel. I was gonna use a 4-channel. But I guess I'll use an AR361. Borrow one from the shop. I ain't got a shop, homie. Let me run out and get an Admiral real quick. This thing's already got stabilization on it because I've messed with it. Man, honestly, I want to use a different one. Nah, it's fine. Because my other choice is a 637T. This will be fine. This will be fine. Yeah. And it's nobody business. Nobody really knows. 30 amp ESC seems sus, as they say, those kids would say. How much room is under this thing? Nothing. None. Room. All right. We'll start at the beginning. What's that extra yellow wire do? Nothing. The one single signal deal, then I don't know. What does it do, guys? You tell me. You tell me. Because I don't know. Because there's no reflex or anything in here. From what I've always understood in the past, reverse thrust? No. On its own channel? What happens if you reverse thrust a folding prop? Tell me. Because I want to know. Oh, wait a minute, you big dummy. Ailerons. I put my cart before the horse. Ailerons. Elevator. It goes reverse. Yeah, but what about the folding part? Is that a thing? We're going to bind it up and get these servos neutral. Bro. XT60. Man, you just jammed that receiver right in there. That's cool. El Chapo, dude, I took the prop off, brother, man. Smart guy. Smart guy. Acro. That sounds like a good name for it. We're going to bind it up to this Acro because I know it's got safe in it already. Because I mess with this receiver all the time. All right, XT60 and IC3 activate. Form of, it's going to be tight, but it'll go. Put it in bind mode. Let's do it. Go to bind mode. Oh, it's already bound, bro. That's why. That's wrong already. The elevator. Left. That's wrong too. The rudder's fine. So let's reverse the 1413 Chargers. Let's actually, man, now that let's go. We're in neutral. So let's just see something. Yeah, all the trims are neutral. Let's do and of course it's got the motor brake. Yeah, the surfaces are the servos are at neutral, but let's go ahead and put the linkages together. I'm going to go ahead and tighten up the elevator one while I'm here, though. After I put it at neutral. I'm just not quite ready to cinch the servo because I want to know. Yeah, that's right. That needs reversed. But I want to see what the ailerons are doing. Well, we can go ahead and reverse them. We're going to have to do first time setup and everything anyway. So we'll just do it the right way. Right rudder. That one's correct. That's right now. And there is no flaps yet because there's no flap menu yet. Aircraft type. Okie doke. This will be fun. Little bird. You're going to tape down the servo wires. Yeah. I love how light it is, though, man. Really, no kidding. That's cool. Yeah, all that stuff is. I don't want safe on. Yeah. Okay. All right, linkages. These are the same size except for the redder one, is what I'm noticing. Tighten up the clevis a little bit for the flaps. That was way too easy. Okay. Man, that's got a long way to go. Okay, had to spin one in, one out. Not a huge deal. We'll get a flap system menu going in a minute. We're gonna get everything right, rebind it, and then set up first time setup on the receiver. There is a shorter one and longer, I think, just by barely. Yeah. So spin in on the flaps and out on the ailerons is what I've had to do so far. Not awful. I gotta do the rudder still. All right. Let's do the rudder. Spin it in a little bit. It's a whatever 2300 divided by 25.4 is wingspan. 2300. I'd rather be, this is okay. I'd rather be spinning in than undoing clevises. Just feels better to have more threads in the thing. That's pretty right on there. A little tick of right's not going to hurt you ever. I mean, there's trim, but I don't want trim. 90.5. Awesome. It is 7.5. System setup. This one's a 2.3 model select. We're going to name it. No, I don't want to create a new model. I want to name it. Model type. It's an airplane, yo. Thank you. Model name. Fox. Fox Acro. Aircraft type. Yep, he is. No, he got another job. One aileron, one flap. Thank you. Bye. Yeah. Let's go to the flap menu now, since we got one. Put it on the D switch. Two seconds. And why isn't it doing anything? Because I got to rebind it or something. That's why. That's no, man. Is it not plugged in right? Because I put it in 5 like an idiot. That's why. That's why. That's why. I'm not used to having empty spaces on these things. My bad. There they are. Thank you. Love you. Bye. Please. All right. Now, flaps. Just like the Horizon stuff, 100% minus 100% for like neutral flaps. Do you see it okay? And then position middle flaps. I'm going minus 50. Why not? And then position 2 is 0. Cool. And if I need any mix, I'll do it. Oh, yeah, I got to redo this. Reverse. No big deal. Servo setup. Boom. Travel. Boom. Roll it to reverse. Boom. Aileron. Yep. Elevator. Yep. Up. Left. Right. Now, I am curious. Is the safe right? Just curious. It's not. It's not. That's okay. That's okay. All right. So we're going to set up throttle cut so we can do safe. Switch inhibit. No. We're going to H. That's all I do. Throttle cut has been set. It is initiated. We don't have any rates yet or anything. And safe is in here, but it's wrong. So we're going to make sure it's right. So we're going to forward programming right now. Maybe not right now, but we're going there. I'm in the wrong deal. I need to rebind it, don't I? Yep. Got to plug it. Get it in the bind mode. Now my surfaces move the right way, which if you have to do any major configuration changes, you're supposed to rebind. What's your problem? All right, bind mode on the receiver. Yeah, Micah, I don't know what I got in here, so we'll see, I guess. I mean, the radio's up to date and everything. But I'm so happy with the way stuff comes that I don't know if I'll mess with it. Okay, so throttle cuts on. Forward programming. Gyro settings. Actually, no, I'm going to reset it. So I'm going to other settings to do a first time setup on this. So other settings, factory reset. And that's the stability that you're doing the factory reset on. This will reset the configuration to factory defaults. This does not affect the backup configuration. Apply. Yes. Complete. Fine. Okay, done. So now you go to gyro settings, first time setup. Make sure the model's been, this is the stuff I was telling you earlier. Make sure the model's been configured, including wing type, reversing, travel, trimmed, whatever. Set up the plane before you do this. Every plane has two setups now. Flight controls and then stability. And if it's a bind and fly, you've got AS3X already, even if you don't go through the safe part. So here we go. Next. Any wingtail type channel assignment, subtrim, or servo reversing changes require running through initial setup again. This is important stuff. Set the model level and press continue. Continue. Set the model on its nose, which honestly, brother, I'm just going to pick up the receiver because it's loose and set it on its nose. Continue. All right, now it's confirming the orientation of the receiver. So 3 times, basically, you're telling this thing the way it's laid out in the plane. So you'll say continue. Gain channel select. I'm not doing that yet. I'm going to hit apply first. apply. And I don't care if it's redundant because this works for me. Receivers rebooting, click for menu. So you just did the first time setup. Now you're going to do the first time safe setup. So back in the gyro settings, first time safe setup. You'll think you messed up, but read carefully. First time setup and first time safe setup are different things. I'm going to go to F mode setup first, though. And it's flight mode 1. Nothing has been assigned to anywhere yet. So I did F mode setup before I did my first time safe setup. And FM channel is inhibited. And what I always do is put it on aux2B, and you're done. Now it knows where to go. Now you can flip through the modes and you'll actually see 1, 2, and 3 happening. But you don't see safe yet because you haven't done it. So go back. Now you can go to first time safe setup. Before setting up safe, a flight mode channel must be configured. FM channel. We've already done that. But go ahead and click FM channel. Yep. That's exactly what we just did. So nothing to worry about there. So you've already done it. So you can hit continue. Select the desired flight mode, switch position to adjust settings for each flight mode. So basically, this is where you're going to put safe where you want it. I don't care where it is, but I'll make it on 3 or 2. 2 on the switch, 3. Actually, it's 1 on the modes. AS3X gains must be tuned and active in safe flight modes to help reduce wobble. These are just like little disclaimers. Level model and capture attitude trim, roll pitch, zeros. It's fine. Now, this is where you get to put safe on the switch you want it. So now you're in the first time safe setup. It says safe mode inhibit. If up switch to me is more stability, so safe up to me. Even though it's flight mode 1, it's fine. Who cares? So I'm going to go ahead and put self level angle demand for safe, and the gains are fine. It's whatever. So we're going to say next, apply. There it did it twice. And click the menu. Now we're going back to, you're not done. That's the thing. You have to confirm part of this. So now you're back in the gyro settings. AS3X settings is what you're going to go to now. AS3X gains is where you are. So what you're going to do is go to fixed adjustable and click it. Now it says adjustable in all 3 flight modes for all 3 axes. I'm not setting up adjustable, so you have to pick one. You'll do everything right and then wonder why safe doesn't work and you can't turn it off. Well, you never confirmed it in this. Yeah, fixed gains, because adjustable to me is silly. The only thing you can do is adjust them down, and I'm not worried about them being down or not. Because the defaults have always been so amazing. So, yep, fixed for everything is what I'm doing. I like keeping it simple. So flight mode 1, fixed. Flight mode 2, fixed. Flight mode 3, fixed. Now you can go back. And this is where if you wanted to give yourself a way out, so AS3X gains. Flight mode 1 is safe on this situation. And so I'll give myself the 0 position on the switch. I'll just roll the gains out all the way. None. Because I got 3 flight modes here. This what I should say is this switch I've assigned it to has 3 positions for this flight mode. Yeah, that's what I've done. So I've got one where I can turn it off, one where it's 40, 50, 60, the default gains, which I think are always fantastic, and then the other one, which is safe. Nah, I'm not doing hand. I don't need hand launch assist. I like keeping it simple, man. You know what my hand launch assist is? Trim up elevator in it, and maybe also have it in safe. And then once I get to know it, I'll do whatever. But like usually on a maiden flight, I'm gonna have 3 or 5 clicks of up trim in it, high rate, and let it rip. You know what I mean? So after all that, we should have safe. And I can kind of tell I've got safe because look at the elevator. When you flip it in safe, it kind of a little bit diminishes your deflection. So these ailerons are huge and it's hard for you to see them, but the ailerons are doing the right thing in safe. So if I put this in a left roll here, it's going to be easier to show you this one. Maybe. Not really. Golly, it's huge. Can you even see? Not really. No, because if I level it, then you don't see nothing. Anyway, the right aileron is downward deflected right now, which is going to bring the plane level. And if I go the other way, a left roll, the right aileron is upward, which of course brings it to level. And if I go nose up on the plane, the elevator comes down to level it, and vice versa. If I come nose down, I get elevator back pressure, which will bring it up. So everything works. The safe is correct. Now, but my AS3X doesn't work. Okay, yes it does. You got to run it up first. So past 25%. All right. Now you can, it's hard to see it, but you can hear the servos moving. AS3X is harder to see. But I can hear the servos working. And then in this mode, I'm sorry, that mode, there's nothing. Which is what I thought. So this dude is set up. We're done. That's it. I will set up some rates though. Let's set up some rates. These are pretty big deflections. We'll set up rates real quick. So we already know that's 100. So I'll leave one mode, one rate in 100. I like setting mine up on the F switch. Nope. I don't need full span ailerons. Why? So I can roll a glider faster? It's fine. Never. I just set it up. Rates and expo. So we're going to, the first thing you do, or you'll have to do it twice, is go to what switch you want it on. I want it on the F switch, so that's where I'm going. And 100%, that's my high rate. I'll go ahead and give myself what the E-Flight books always do. Go 10. And then the middle rate, I'll set up an 80. I'll go 10 on it as well. And then 85 on the throw. Now low rate goes 70. I'll go 10% expo. We'll do 5. Most of the books call 5. All right, so that's aileron. That's done. There it is. All right, so now we're going to go to elevators next. Go down to the switch first. Now make sure your stuff coincides with what you've done. So I'm back in the high rate position. Expo 10. And full rate's going to be 100% throw. So we can move the switch to the middle position. We're going 10 on this. 85 that we are doing for the middle. Done. Put it in low rate position. 70. I just like keeping it all the same. Works for me. We'll go 5% expo on that. And now we can go to rudder. When you go to rudder, you want to get into the numbers right away, but go down to the switch. Otherwise, you won't. You'll have to do it again. You'll wonder why the numbers don't take. So we'll go ahead and put it in the high position. 10. Boom. Stay in expo. Do 10 again. Roll up to 100. 85. Now we're going low rate. 75% expo on the F switch. We're done. That's it. So let's look at the elevator deflection. That's the low rate. There's middle. There's high. You can see him move a little bit. I think 70 is going to be gobs of plenty. And so, you know, I may change stuff around a little bit, but it's a ton of rudder. Man. Well, so what? It'll fly. Now, my receiver, I just jammed in there. So I'll make sure I mount that before this thing goes up. But this plane is done. It's set up. It's set up. I love how light it is. Nice. Now we're going to put the prop back on. I like it. That's going to be fun. Prop. There it is. I'm not into gliders, Hubert. Thanks, though. I'm not into them. But I got me one a while back from FMS. They were so nice to send it to me when they get my name right. And I'm going to fly it, man. One of these days. I don't think I have a driver that big. Yeah, what's the score now? Oh, yeah, there's all kinds of sales, man. You going to buy something? We got sales. I think they just launched the civil aviation kind of sale at FMS, which we'll check out here in a minute. And there's been crazy sales at both FMS and Horizon for a minute now, since that Black Friday business. You know what I mean? Folding props, definitely something I'm not done a lot of. I just don't know why you would do a reverse on a glider. It's already got the brake on it. And then this spinner, I guess, just clicks on. It seemed pretty, it was like it was too easy to get off, but I don't trust that at all to stay. I may do Scotch tape or something on it, man. Fred, when was it? Today? I'll check my email. There's the glider. Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, I don't remember if I flew that big one or not, man. I thought I did. I may have been so not interested that I didn't. I think I filmed it. I can't remember. I thought I flew it. I don't know. They're probably ripping me off too, Fred. Like, I think so, Fred. Like 12:37 a.m. my time. Thank you, man. I got the order number and everything. Yeah, dude, that was probably you. Thank you, dude. 6458625 RC, brother. But I do think this glider is going to be fun. I've had fun with them. They're not much to make videos for me. I like Warbirds and Jetsons scale stuff. I mean, gliders are scale, but video, we're always thinking about time, and these things fly forever. So it's like, is it too long? Who knows, right? So I am familiar with big ones. I remember the Radian XL also. And bro, they flew amazing, but they were heavy. And it's partly because if it's a monster, it's got this weird fuselage, the way it comes together, plastic bits aft of center of gravity, which in essence makes it feel like it weighs more back there. This thing is a 2300 millimeter wingspan instead of being 3000 millimeters, and there's nothing weird. It goes together. So there's no fuselage joiner in the back. I think it's going to be great because it's going to be nice and light. Brian says it's light. Yeah. Big ones, yeah, bro. The 3 meter one and the old Radian XL. I think they had weird stuff going on at the fuselages aft where you could add the rest of the fuse on, like some quick connect situation. And that stuff makes things heavy, you know? That stuff does make things heavy. This is how we do it. There it is. Okay, it's been 2 hours. A little bit of shopping, and we're going to bounce. Okay, let's do it. Let's see what's up with this FMS sale. We'll look at Horizon 2, then we'll get out of here. Where are we at in the game? I want to know. I want to know. See you, Brian. All right. 2 minutes. Missed it. Everybody say bye to Brian. Okay, man. I want to see this civil air whatever thing that was happening. I thought. I want to find it first, so give me a sec. All right, this is what we'll do. Okay, thanks, Dad. If you guys go shopping, click through my link, would you? In the description for any of these places. Appreciate it. Shouldn't have to say it almost. 1716 Chargers. Holy smokes, man. Brian Chambers FMS model and Horizon's got killer sales. Have had for a minute now. All right, see you later, Steve. Let's see. We'll do this. Share screen. There we go. And let's do it this way. Cessnas, you can save a little bit. $70 off the Beaver brings it down. The Mall, $269. Jets, apparently just a video. The 1300 PA 18, $199. The big one is $259. What are they getting for the 182? 259. I had one of these. It's okay. The fuselage. Why won't it let me go through the pictures? Okay, I'm not gonna fight it. Check it out on the site. You know what I mean? Click through. It's got a suspension nose strut. It's it's not bad. I kind of like the Ranger better, the 1800 Ranger better, because it's bigger, and I like the fact that the fuselage goes together about right there. So there's like these, it just adds weight to the back where there normally isn't really on one of these. So, and they have the wings and they're made to be easily taken off and back on. I don't think so. I didn't, I'd rather just have screws. I personally wasn't a fan. So I'd rather have the Ranger, which is the same. The Ranger's a Cessna, man. They just won't call it that, right? So the 1800 millimeter Ranger has a nose suspension nose strut as well, and it's 1800 millimeters more plane for probably about the same money. Suspension nose strut. I liked it a lot. So that's it. There's some savings here. I mean, the Cessna's cool, dude. It is. It is. But I've flown them both. I kind of like the and I think this 1700 tail dragger is killer too. 259, 1700 millimeters. So you got a nice cub with articulating suspension, and it's 67-inch wingspan is pretty good. So I've been showing you guys the sales every stream. Check out the websites. That's one right there. FMS. 2 hours. I'm gonna go watch the last minute of this game. So I will see you guys in the next one. See me on Thursday. The travel all I chopped and chopped. Did my axle business. That thing is basically kind of how it's gonna be. I just gotta fasten it. I'm out of here. In 5, Hanger Rats forever. 3 later. You're too good to be forgotten. We'll see you next time. Bye now. Boom.